Hello and welcome to Youngistan News.
As we have always seen that there has been many ups and downs in the relations between India and Pakistan. But whatever we are seeing nowadays is quite interesting because relations between countries seem to be changing nowadays. A few days ago, Pakistan Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa said that India and Pakistan should bury the past and move forward. Moreover to it, very recently on March 23, Pakistan celebrated its 17th Pakistan Day, on which the Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi greeted the Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan and also expressed his desire to build cordial relations between nations. So today I Sakshi Tangde.
And I, Vinay Panchal, we just sneak into the history that how the relation between India and Pakistan were and how they are changing in the recent times. So, not going so long and starting from 2014, on May 1, Pakistan Army Chief General Raheel Sharif called Kashmir the vulgar giant of Pakistan. He also said that the lasting peace in the region, the dispute should be resolved according to the wish of aspiration of Kashmiris. A few days later, on May 27, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and then the Prime Minister of Pakistan Nawaz Sharif of that time held the talk at Delhi, where both of them expressed their side and willingness to being the era of bilateral relations.
Moving next to year 2015, BJP formed its government in Indian administered Jammu and Kashmir in alliance with Local People's Democratic Party, also known as PDP. Mufti Muhammad Said, the head of PDP, sworn in as the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir on March 1. Another incident in the year 2015 was that Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a surprise visit to Lahore to meet former Prime Minister of Pakistan Nawaz Sharif on his birthday in December and also attended the wedding ceremony of his granddaughter. Exactly a week after Prime Minister Modi made an unplanned visit to Lahore for creating healthy relations, later in January 2016, Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists disguised as soldiers and attacked on Pathankot airbase in India's northwestern state of Punjab.
On September 29, did its first direct military response and conducted a surgical strike on suspected terrorist bases across the LOC in Pakistan administrated of Jammu and Kashmir. And later, in May 2017, Indian Army stormed Pakistan Army checkpost in Nowshera along the LOC in order to prevent infiltration of terrorists into India administrated Jammu and Kashmir. According to Army spokesman Ashok Narula, 2 months after the incident, terrorists attacked Hindu pilgrims and in Jammu and Kashmir in July.
Worst attack since 2000, in which 7 were killed and whereas 16 were injured. Indian Army answered this incident and went across the LOC and killed 3 Pakistani soldiers. Right after 2 days, and even 4 Indian Army men were shot dead in this operation at Keri sector of Rajouri. Moving further in 2018, in January, Indian Army claims that it has killed 138 Pakistan Army personnel and lost 28 of Indian soldiers in tactical operations and retaliatory cross-border firings along the LOC in 2017. This deadly violence and cross-border firing along the LOC continued in May 2018. Both the nations agreed to fully implement the ceasefire impact 2003 instantly.
In the same month, Pakistan's border action team again made an attack in which Indian Special Force fought. On February 14, 2019, the deadliest assault in decades on Indian force took place in Indian administered Jammu and Kashmir, Pulwama region. In this suicide bombing, 40 members of Indian Central Reserve Force, which is CRPF, were killed. On February 15, Jaish-e-Mohammed claimed that the attack and released a video of identifying the suicide bomb. Just 2 days later, India hiked the taxes of all imports from Pakistan to 200%. Reportedly, on February 18, the commander of Jaish-e-Mohammed made and 2 more terrorists were killed by Indian Army.
Minister of Pakistan the next day expressed his willingness to negotiate with and cooperate with India regarding the attack, whereas Prime Minister Modi made a strong vow by saying, "We will give a befitting reply. Our neighbor will not be able to destabilize us." Again, on 25, India and Pakistan armies exchanged fire in Rajouri district. Moving next to February 26, India carried out non-military preemptive strikes targeting Jaish-e-Mohammed biggest training camp in Balakot. However, according to reports, the strikes hit an empty area.
Pakistan Army warned on 27 Feb that it will respond to India's serial bombing, whereas Indian Air Force shoots on Pakistan's F-16 fighter, while Pakistan also downed 2 Indian fighter jets and captured one of the Indian pilots. In this case, Imran Khan said that they will release the pilot as a peace gesture. Again in April, India and Pakistan exchanged fire at the borders and left 7 people dead. The relations nose divided further following the abrogations of Article 370 of India's constitution in August 2019 that revoked the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. The move agreed that Pakistan, which downward diplomatic ties with India, and expelled the Indian High Commissioner in Islamabad.
Also snapped all air and land links with India and suspended trade and railway services with no cause in the frosty bilateral relations. The year 2020 saw a periodic war of words over the issue of Pakistan sponsored cross border terrorism. In June, India asked Pakistan to reduce the staff in its mission in New Delhi by half and announced a reciprocal trimming of staff strength in its High Commission in Islamabad. Over the past 12 months, Pakistan made several futile attempts to raise the Kashmir issue at the international forums and drum up support against the India. New Delhi has categorically told the international community that the scrapping of Article 370 was its internal matter.
It also advised Pakistan to accept the reality and stop all anti-India propaganda. And moreover, the statement by Bajwa recently was just because the Pakistan Muslim League Supremo Nawaz Sharif was repeatedly blaming Army Chief General Qamar Bajwa and ISI Chief Lieutenant General Faiz Ahmad for Pakistan's current situation. Thus, to cover up these things, these people just come up with such new statements. At the end, we just want to say that there is no doubt that one should have good relations with their neighbors and should be peaceful with everyone. But is our neighborhood really trustable? That's the question. And if yes, then will the government will shake the friendly hand soon?
All we have for you today. Thanks for watching Youngistan News. For more such stories, please like, share and subscribe MGM Youngistan News. Thank
Thank
you.
you.